Hello, everyone. You are warmly welcome to 90 Days Excel Skills Mastery Challenge. Today is day 46, and today we crown our pivot table intermediate lessons with a very wonderful thing called pivot charts. In our previous lessons, we have looked at summarizing data in table forms. And so we want to crown it out that anytime you prepare a data or you do a data analysis, the tables are good though, but they give a little work to do. If you want to give a quick visual impression about your data, you look at charts. So we want to look at how we automatically put a chart on our data or the pivot table so that when we change filter or see the data would automatically, or the table or the chart that we are looking at will also be automatically be updated. So we looked at it as a pivot chart. So let's go in and then see for ourselves what we can do today. So today we are using this data. We have a data with an ID side, applicant names, faculties, we have department, admission status, as well as we have the application fees. Now we want to look at the total number of people that were admitted and the total number that are still pending. Just a very short report like that. So our concentration is going to be on admission status. And then we looked at the applicants' IDs as well. And we are going to build a pivot chart. So we select any part of our data and then we go to insert. In the insert tab, we are not going to go to the tables. We go straight to chart and then we'll see a pivot chart at the right corner here under the chart. So we click on pivot chart, and then as we used to do for pivot table is the same as for the chart. So we are using the table, the data in the table that we have here, which is table 6, which has been selected. And then we are also keeping it on the existing sheet. We just want it to be here. If we want to generate a new sheet for us, we could just generate a new sheet. You click on it and then click new and a new sheet will come. But we just want to keep it by the side here. So we pick existing sheet, click the location and then select your location. Now we can click OK to begin. Now, the moment we do that, we see our pivot chart report pane is showing here. Now, what it means is that to build a pivot chart, we have to choose the fields that we have, like the way we build a pivot table. So it's almost the same way. We said we are concentrating on admission status. So drag the admission status and put it at the axis side. Then you have the axis to show, and then you pick the applicant ID to be here, and then it counts for you. So technically, you see, we have the admitted, and then we have the pending also to show here. That is how we do our pivot chart. We can do it in so many ways. We can also pick the faculties and also put them under it so that we can see the various faculties for this program. We can also put the faculties by the side here so that we can also see at the legend side so that we can also see the faculties. So we can see the admitted for the various faculties. So we see Faculty of Education has the highest admitted, and then followed by the Faculty of the School of Business, and then Faculty of Science as well. And the list is the Faculty of Art. So this is just the chart that we are using to show here. And then you can do all forms of brushing that you want to do to the chart. When you click on the chart, you see this plus sign, it comes here. So you can check the quick elements of the chart. You can put them on. So we can put a data table, we can put a data label, and see each of the bars also having a data label. You can also put a chart title, and then you can also do so many things to it. So depending on whatever you want to do, you can check the box and it will automatically come. So let's put a data label to it, and then we automatically get a data label. These are the filters that we have. We can check them. We want to see only pending, and then we click OK. So it's only admitted that we see for now. If we want to see only pending, we check and then we see only pending. for now. If we want to see all, we go in and check all, and then we see all. So with the pivot chart, you have the opportunity to play with the data and arrange it, unlike the static Excel chart where the chart are totally linked to the data within the cell, that you cannot do much of manipulation as you are doing the presentation within the pivot table. We can also look at this. So we can also right click on any of this, and then we say hide all field buttons. So all field buttons that are showing that is not making our pivot chart look nice, we can hide it, and automatically we get our pivot chart. We can also look at whether we want to delete the side, right click and delete, and then you can also delete all the horizontal bars that you have. So our pivot becomes like this. We can go in here and then we can add a chart title. So you can put your title there. That's admission status pending versus admitted, and then you can have it very nice. We can also put the faculty here and then put the admission status at the legend, so that we can have it where, so when you pick the faculty or school of business, you can see the ones that, so depending on how you want to arrange it to make your report looks very nice, you can do so, and then you get it done very beautifully. That is how the pivot chart is also done in there. Remember, you can always check the box to show what you want to show, and also do all other formatting that you want to do to it. You can right click and then you format any of them, like the way we formatted the chart and everything to look good. This is the introduction to the pivot table, and we have run through the basics of pivot table, understanding the quadrants, understanding the groupings, understanding the filters, and then we have ended it up with a pivot chart where we have also manipulated the data to look at how the chart is working. This brings us to the end of our pivot table journey, at least the introduction or the intermediate level of pivot table journey. We are going to organize a massive pivot table class, a day webinar where we'll take you from the scratch to complete and add the advanced. When we get to the advanced sessions too, we'll be able to add more to it. The thing is that with pivot table, you are able to summarize your data in so many fields on so many ways. I have a video on complete pivot table for financial profit and loss account. I'll link the video into this session so that when you watch this ones, you can go back and watch that one and see how we have used the pivot table to prepare profit and loss account. And with that, it will be very fantastic for you. You can carry on with the expansion with pivot table. You should be able to do all the other stuff that you have to do in manipulating your data. Thank you very much for following up. We are still on the challenge, and we'll come back to pivot table. We'll look at the advanced use of pivot table to summarize complex data sets. So don't go yet. Stay with us, and let's go through all the lessons as we unfold other topics that we have. Thank you very much for staying tuned for today. You can share this video with all your friends. You can share the link, invite them to come to the channel, and let's all learn together. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not subscribed to the channel already, and also hit the bell so that whenever we send any other video, you'll be the first person to get it. Please, you are free to join any of our WhatsApp groupings, and let's keep the conversation on so that we can explain other parts to you. Thank you very much for your time, and stay tuned.